What's good, my people? You know what day it is, Focus Friday. Today, I am going to share with you my anxiety story.
It's Friday.
Anxiety means tension from worrying about what's to come or having a fear about what might happen. I started having anxiety in high school. I didn't like going home. I never knew what I was going home to. I didn't know if I was going home to a house full of weed smoke and drinking and my mom's friends just getting drunk and loud music. I wonder, am I going to get some good sleep tonight? Do I got school tomorrow? Because of this loud music and stuff that's going on in the house. So I had family that battled with alcoholism and died of heart failure. I had anxiety about my mom dying of alcoholism or heart failure. So one day I'm playing a game and I heard this big boom, and I ran downstairs and I seen my mom having a heart attack. And right in front of her was a Coke 45 beer bottle. So the thing that I was worried about came true. My fear became real. So she needed triple bypass heart surgery and she couldn't work anymore. I had more anxiety about us losing our home in the projects, which we did. My fear became real again. So my dad wasn't in the home, but he also battled with drugs. I had anxiety about my dad passing away. During this time in high school, I had this battle with worry. I always felt like something bad was finna happen. And the fears I had, I'm like, it's going to become real because my previous fears that I had anxiety about came about. It came true. So when I became homeless, I used to be in school thinking about where I'm gonna stay at, what I'm gonna eat. I stayed with so-and-so yesterday, so who can I stay with tomorrow? So my mind was always ahead. And I didn't know how to process this stuff. Nobody taught me about mental health in high school, this stuff that I didn't know about. So this part of my life, I became independent. And I felt like I was in control because I couldn't trust nobody to provide for me. So I'm like, all right, I gotta grind in school, I gotta grind in sports, I gotta get this football scholarship, I gotta get this track scholarship or basketball scholarship or something. I gotta make it out of poverty, and it's on me. So I felt like I was in control of my life. So I noticed my behavior changed. I began to talk back to my teachers, I began to talk back to my coaches, because I felt like they threatened my future if things didn't go my way. So if coach took me out the game or something like that, I felt like he was keeping me from getting out of poverty. And I used to worry about am I gonna make it out? So I had anxiety about all this stuff, the ACT, all this stuff that many people don't think the kids dealing with, but they are, and I was one of them. So then I get to college, and college is anxiety city. You worry about these tests you got coming up, these midterms coming up, and thinking about life after school. College people deal with anxiety. But during this time, I'm more mature in my faith, and I had some verses that were ingrained in my mind to help me out. And I battled with it well. And the Spirit helped me to have confidence to not worry about what's to come. Now, since I've graduated college and I have more responsibilities, the problem of worry from my past is starting to catch up to me now because I didn't deal with it then. I experience anxiety now when things don't go my way or work out like I thought it should, and I feel like it's my fault because I've always felt like I was in control of my life. So when stuff don't go my way, I'm like, I have to experience that same situation again in the future, and I wonder am I able to handle that? I see I lack control. Anxiety and worry can be the signals to show us what we are putting our trust in. Now let's talk about anxiety concerning social media and things like that. When I first began to hop on social media, when I began to start YouTube, I saw some mental issues come about that I've never talked about, that I know people deal with. So now how I deal with anxiety now concerning social media is I avoid it. I avoid anxiety when it comes to social media. When I log in, I share my stuff, Focus Friday, whatever, I log off, and I erase the app. Because I know if I don't, I'm gonna drift into constantly seeing how many views I got, seeing how many people like my stuff. I wanna avoid all of that. Being a creator on YouTube and social media as a whole is hard. It's hard as a content creator sometimes because you have this box in your head that's filled with ideas, and you have this other box filled with possible ideas, and this other box that's filled with how you're going to make those ideas come about, and also you're dealing with personal stuff and things like that. Being a creator on social media, you worry about what people support, what you're finna put out, or will they be intimidated by what you do? It's silly, but that's what we deal with at times. And just because you do something positive, it doesn't mean that everybody's going to support it and like you. And you would think that people will support you, but really they begin to observe you when they become intimidated by you, by what you do. Jesus intimidated the Pharisees. He was a threat towards their status and popularity, and they wanted to kill him. And Jesus said, like, people are going to not like you because of me. That's what helps me, is like, people aren't envying me or hating on me. They are hating the source of what I have, the one who gave me the gift. But I can't control that. I cannot control who support me and who don't. But that past me that was independent and that was in control don't want to accept that fact a lot of times. Overcoming anxiety, man, has been so humbling, because this guy's showing me, like, you want to be in control, son, but you're not. I'm in control, and I've always been in control. I'm the one that gave you the resources to get into college. I'm the one that sent people your way to help you with your anxiety, mentors and people like that. I'm the one that gave you these avenues. You was never in control. So I mentioned last week that I attack anxiety by saying to myself, even if it does happen, God will get me through it. When I was in college, my mom still called me drunk. My dad still had seizures. But God still gave me peace through it. And he still led me to pray for him. And my mom and dad are back in church and doing well. People still don't support me who I thought they would. But I know that I have to be obedient to God, and these videos are reaching people out of my understanding. That these videos are doing something that I can't comprehend. And I have to know what success is to me.
Success is not what you do compared to them, it's what you do compared to what you was made to do. So you got to compete against yourself and push yourself to the limits that you need to run toward, because you know.
Like this video and subscribe. It's Focus Friday.